We are the people from the sky. Drink our fruit juice, or we'll destroy you like in that Will Smith movie, Independence Day. Ah! Alright, today's stock is Sky People Fruit Juice. Man, now what would possibly make me want to short a company called Sky People Fruit Juice? Maybe, could it just possibly be the idiotic, moronic, stupid, worst name for a juice company I've ever heard? Well, that would probably be it. What I saw was a huge run-up, primarily last week when it went from 5.5 to 7 in one day. They announced a bunch of crappy stuff about, I don't know, I think they merged or something, and let's see. Anyway, they had some good news. It didn't mean anything because they are based in the Changwang province of China, and all their financials are manufactured, massaged, and condensed to probably just get the stock price up so that they can probably do a stock offering in a couple days and screw everybody that bought this run-up. So I was probably technically early. I shorted on the 21st in this big red, or the first red candle, and pretty big daily range, but I found shares, and as I'm inclined to do from time to time is, and it's a problem, but when a lot of these shares or stocks that I short, it's very difficult to find shares, so sometimes when I do find them, I just jump and grab them because, you know, I've been following them for a while, and I don't want those shares to get taken by somebody else and miss out on the opportunity. So I did hold through a little bit of spikeage, but I constantly saw this volume dropping, and it never got much over 720. So I was never, I think at one point it might have gotten up to 725 or somewhere in there, but I was never really that upside down on it, and I saw the volume really starting to drop, so I was confident that this thing would tank at some point. But I also was, Friday was pretty worried because it had a big bounce out of the gate, even though it dropped down to 650, had a pretty good bounce out of the gate, and that almost got me to cover. It got up to almost 730. I don't think actually, that was one candle. I think I actually was away from the computer when that happened, so I call it luck, call it whatever. Didn't cover. But it faded the rest of the day, and then today was a very nice red day. It really tanked. All boom, boom, boom. These are hour candles, but you can see red, 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 red. Touchdown as low as 6. I started short or covering in this, but it's a pretty liquid stock, so there's no way I was going to get filled at the day low of 603. I think that's where I started trying to cover, and me covering probably pushed it back up. I think I had fills all over the place, but I think I had an average fill of like 620. Oh, I should note I actually shorted it at $7. Let me zoom out a little bit. Back here on when it first kind of broke through that on Thursday, I shorted right at $7 even. I actually accidentally got filled because I had a placeholder order set that filled on me, but worked out okay. It dropped right after that, and as I mentioned in my watch list, probably should have just covered. I had 50-cent drop. I was dumb not to cover, but after that, it was going right in the close. It was right at an even dollar amount. There's a lot of support at 650. I said, okay, let's hold. Let's hope for a morning panic on Friday. Didn't get it. Spiked. Held through it, like I mentioned a minute ago. And then today was a nice red day. And I tell you, if it hadn't been for that spike on Friday, I would probably still hold this. But I got scared. I had $700 in profits. It all went away. I went to the point where I was down $400 or $500 on the position, and it comes back today. I'm up right around $1,100 profit on this trade. I'm out, especially after that scare. It'd be dumb to let it come back on me again because it's shown the ability to kind of want to stay at that $7 level. So I will call this a good botched trade. I never the good thing is, you know, I never turned into a full-on bag holder because I was never at the point where I was just begging and hoping for it to come down. At that 720, 725 level, it was an acceptable loss. If it went any higher, I would have cut, and it would have showed its ability to want to continue to run. So I'm happy with the management of the stop loss. Happy with the patience. Lots of times I will just cut and run too early and give up gains. I feel that I, with lots of mistakes, I still got lucky. I goofed it up, but still profited well. So thank you to Sky people. Oh, I just want to point out one more. I just love stocks like this because of the message boards. You get all these posts. What is going on today? This company was in a dream last night. Come on. You're honestly dreaming about Sky People fruit juice? But anyway, we'll move on to fight another day. Trade log looks pretty good. I've really ratcheted down my risk. I've mentioned that in other videos. Not trading near as frequently or with as heavy a position, but having good returns. I mean, I'm green all the way. Every trade's been green out of 1, 2, 3, 7 trades this year, all green. A lot of them little, especially there last week, and so there was nothing to get too excited about. But after today, pumps us up to a pretty good level and looking good.